Yo, what is up, my core specialist gang? So, today, with a new beginning, I will be starting to solve the question of length of longest substring. I will be using the Geeks for Geeks platform. Where is it? Over here. So, how we will begin is first, I feel you might not be able to see my screen. Mm-mm. Okay, done. Over here as well. So it's I have solved this question once. I'm going to do this now again live. So how this question begins is we are given an string as with length. We have to find the length of longest substring without repeating characters. So if we take geeks for geeks into consideration, from E to E key S to G, this is the substring subarray no substring which results in the longest length of 7. So simple explanation, um, all of these are resulting in length 6. So what are they asking? Expected time complexity. What is k? Expected time complexity mod of s, so around string length, which is n o of n. But what is k? Auxiliary space k. Let's see what is k. I don't know, but let's begin by solving it. So previously our 21 sum was done. So in the previous one, if you had doubts, because I was confused at that time as well, let's hop on to it. Let me just explain it little bit clearer. So how we will go is, what was the question? Sub array XOR. Let me share that part of screen as well. Chrome subarray with XOR key. Brute force approach was simple and quite easy to understand, and after which we used hashmap 1. Since they are not asking the subarray, we are using hashmap to store the XOR value and the number of occurrence. And what XOR value we are storing? It is the position X. So what is X, you may ask? So in our notes we have seen that from X on the right till here, the K results are the expected target. So anything after X gives the occurrence of K, we are storing it in the map. So here what is happening is um, here for every I we are first doing XOR till that location of I, after which we are finding the value of X, which is the previous element of what we call our target. So if X is not present, so we will create one, or else initialize it by 1. So the lower part is that, and the upper part helps us in getting the number of occurrence. So if was present, we will get the count number of occurrences in the right one and store it in the count. So how does for every x, what is the position, you might ask? So let's do system dot out over here. So what all answers we will get is for 1 x equals to 1, we will get count of 1. 1 x is this one. So what is our target? Our target is 2. So for here it is giving that 0 1 2. So at position, so what is x? At position 2, which is 3, the occurrence is 2. 1 over here. So 1 2 3 4. Yes. So over here for 1 and over here for index, it is something like that. So let's move on to our current question. Are you guys able to see the question? Let me refresh my OBS. So how we will begin this question is, previous one was 21, this is 22 question. What it is called, length of the longest substring. So how does this begin? Our brute force would be for checking for every element I, we will check for it until oh my god, what's happening? So for every element I, we will create a hash set, and then we will check if it contains or not. If it doesn't contain, if every j contains or not. If use set, so e is present at I plus 1, some means, so it will store the position and check for all that. So the second one is using set itself, where we will use pointers, something like this I and j pointers at location 0, both pointing at location 0. So it will check if it contains or not. Since it doesn't contain, I will increment g then e. Now since j has encountered another, uh, since j has encountered, we will increment I such that j is over here. We will increment I such that it will end until it reaches j, or it will end when it finds something that is not inside the set. But since there is no such case, it will pop out all the elements it traverses. So this was 1, this was 2, this was 3, this was continuation of 3. So now GEEAS4FOR geeks. Now it is over here. It will do E, then K, then S, then O, F, then O, then R, then G. With this, it will be keep on updating the count variable. Now it has reached over here. It will check it, since it is containing. Um, it will use another loop to pop out all the elements from the left. So when will it stop? When j is equal to or greater than, I is greater than or equal to j. But most probably it will stop at I equals to j. So, but if it will also check with this, um, it will pop E because E is present. It will pop K, then S, then F, then O, then R. So I is over here and J is over here. E, everything has been popped. So now in the fifth one, it will store all again. But now J has been encountered again, where the set contains the value previously of E. So it will go on and on. So what is happening over here that I is getting updated when it encounters a duplicate. So I and J traverses the whole array twice. So the time complexity will be O of 2n. Space would be what the space would be. It will keep on changing. And over here, uh, time will again be O of n square. And the space would be O of n. over here. So the brute force was O of n square, and here it is O of n again. In the worst case, it will hold all the elements. So optimal. Now we are going for optimal. So what the optimal case is to use hash map. Why hash map? Let's see. So weeks for week, it will stand over here because it helps us in keeping the position of uh, what we say, the first occurrence of this element. So if we want to get length, we and we are over here and we see f is over here. Let's take e. We see e is over here previously. So the length would be from here to here, which is from the right of the first occurrence till the new occurrence. So hash map helps us to store position as well. So first, if we are going to begin, how we are going to start is um, for every occurrence like g over here at 0, then it will come at e. E will become at 1. Then now again it is encountering e. So what will happen in that case is I is over here. So what will happen? The count will be equals to I minus I minus e plus 1. While so here also we are using left, we will have to use left right pointer. So I is over here and j will come over here. So what will happen is from current position to I. So what is current position? 0, 1, 2. 2 minus I. It is I is 0. 2 minus 0 is 0. So count will become j minus I. 2 minus 0. Count will become 2. So now the second occurrence will get updated over here. So 0, 1, 2 will happen for E, and now we will update I to this point and J will remain as it is. Now let's do one more iteration. So where were we? We were over here. I will stay over here and check and store all the positions until it gets second occurrence. But the problem over here is over here it will see G. So map dot But G should not be a problem, I think so. If map, what we will do is iterate right till the end and check if right is contained in the map. If it is, we will update the left counter. So we will have to put one check. If I is greater than G, means position of G over here, because we encounter no, so we will have to put and check. If position of I is greater than the position of element in the map, so we can do I plus plus. But now at J, the position of I is not greater than or anything. So we will have to do up, we'll have to update the count. So now we'll have to update I means left and update left, and what else we have to do? Hmm, yes, something like that. But I think I'm missing something. Length, how length will be calculated is right minus left. Yes, that is true. So right minus left. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, wait, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 minus 0, 1, 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. So how is it happening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. So this is ninth position. Oh my god. So the basic understanding is so complete for me, but I want to explain to you all. So map dot put s dot character at right. So what we are just simply doing, we are just calculating the length over here, and if there is a duplicate, we are updating. So since there is a duplicate, we are updating this over here. Quite simple, and the loop will go on until right is less than length. So the, oh my god, you weren't able to see my screen. Oh, sorry, notes. I have been doing explanation side by side. Why is it blur? So the zoom is quite high for it, I think. So now it's proper. So I explained the brute force. It will create a set for each j where it will check if it is present or not. If it is present, it will update the count of length. Then for every I element, it will check for the longest subarray. Then I told about using set. So how it will begin is by iterating I and j from 0, where j will increment each time until it finds a copy. Yeah, if it finds a copy, it will make uh, I to update as well until I is less than j for the copy, uh, what we say, if the element is not in the set. So this means that the redundancy has got removed. Mm, so it's quite similar. See, first it will encounter E over here, then second time means J is over here and it will encounter E second time J. So what I am trying to say is, if J encounters an element again, so first time then second time, it will make I update until the redundancy is gone, and it will also make all the elements pop over here. So what is happening is whole array is iterated by j, and almost whole is iterated by I if no elements of great length greater than 1 is found. So in worst case, O of 2n will happen. So space is O of n, but we can improve this by doing O of n time complexity only. How? By using hash map. So what hash map will be doing is, uh, it will also start from here I and j at 0, and then j will update all the elements in a hash map with its position. If it finds there is an element with occurrence earlier occurrence, uh, it will update I to the position of that element plus 1, or and the calculation of length is continuous along with calculation of the position and storing it on the map. So the explanation part is done. Let's begin coding. So how will we begin? We know three things: that we will need a hash map of pair integer and integer. What we will call it? We will call it map. So we know the drill of how to initialize a hash map. So that is done. What's happening? Now we will initialize our left pointer equals to 0, our right pointer equals to 0, and we will do a loop. What will be what will the loop be doing is, update or loop until uh, right pointer is not reaching s dot size. For strings, I think it is size. So let's start the timer. So now, if I refer to my dry run, we will first of all uh, update j plus means write plus plus, and we will need another variable int count, which will be earlier equals to 0, and now we will check for the longest length by using math.max right minus left r minus l. So till this part it is done, and with this we will be first storing. Why I did map r plus plus down? Because after updating r, if we get length, it is not a surety that duplicate is there or not. So it's at some case duplicate might be present. So calculating like that is not a good way. So we will put the s dot character at, we will put that element's position in map. So map dot put character at r with position r. Okay, so simple. And how we will do the check? So the check must be fast only, no? Because after updating the length and all, why should after updating the length, what is the i- importance remaining to check the the duplicacy? Because we calculated the length by ignoring the duplicacy and afterwards checking duplicacy. So how we will rectify our mistake? So it's better to first check it. Prevention is better than cure. So what we will check is map dot contains key. What is the key? R is the key. If map dot contains key, what we will do is we will update left. We will update left by what? Now here we will again have to call math.max. Why? Because if left is greater than the occurrence of that element, it means it is not present in duplicacy within the substring. So we will do left comma map dot get r. If it is, then we will increment by 1. Let's go. I feel it's, oh, I'm not returning the count. Is there any other error? Illegal expression. What's happening? Working with hash map. What am I missing? Array list integer hash map. So what is the problem? Spelling integer. Integer. Should I ask ChatGPT? Where are you, ChatGPT? What is the error? It seems that there are few errors in your code. Should we specify should have should declaration should specify the type of the key pairs. Oh sorry, this is character no character. What is it going to give us now? It is telling size method. Map dot put R is so proper. The left variable is not defined. Okay. The size method is not applicable to strings in Java. So I messed up this also length. Now what is missing? Let's should I change this? What is error? The logical error. The condition in the while loop should be right less than s dot len instead of right less than n. It's hallucinating or what? Okay, so the key over here map dot contains key. It's not key. It's character s dot character at. Is it going to work? It might, cause it should. Zoopy zoopy dooby 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 gooby. Oh my god. if condition should be met. Oh my god, am I a beginner or what? Exception in the thread, null pointer at 36. So if map dot contains key, we can't do this or what? Let me ask, why is it giving null pointer exception at if? I the issue is with map.get statement. The key used, okay. So here is the mistake. Character at s dot character. Load and load and load. Okay, so many after so many mishaps, we are currently going. Oh my god, 10,000 test cases. I mean, they are truly committed, man. I think so. I might have taken a longer than 20 minutes, which was the average time. It's not a big problem. Oh my god, you weren't able to see me code? Guys, today's happening very many mishaps. So let me explain it. First error was that I initialized it as integer, but I was getting character. So the second was that I was not using the new keyword. That was a very noob like mistake. The third mistake was the same. I was using character, but I just initialized it to write. So the third mistake was over here again. It was character and I was just calling right. And small mistake was that I was not doing +1 over here. Yes, it was that only. I hope you understood. Let's meet on next question. I mean, I'm going to do another live stream after this one to solve another question. So be with me, guys. Okay, bye, guys.